Welcome to the Heart's Divine Dance. I'm your host, Bonnie Morrow. I'm a heart activator, a healer, mystic, and channel, guiding women back to their truth and power through quantum energetics and embodiment. This is a space for you to reconnect with your soul's wisdom and divine love. You will receive transmissions, rituals, and heart-led practices to guide you back home to yourself. Let this be your sacred space for deep healing and reconnection with your true self. Hello, Radiant Soul. Today we are going to be talking about the healing power of play. And if you have been feeling the weight of the world recently and things have been feeling heavy, or you're weighed down with responsibility, this one is for you. But before we dive in, let's take a moment to ground ourselves. Close your eyes, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, and just take a deep breath. Feeling a moment of gratitude for this opportunity to explore the healing power of play. So as adults, how often do you allow yourself to play? Like really play, not just kind of go through the motions. If you have kids, you're like playing with your kids because they want you to play with them. But how often do you really play, like fully experience the joy of whatever it is that you're doing? Because I can tell you, as a mom, I see this in my kids all the time. They have no problem experiencing pure bliss because my kids are little. And for a lot of the things that they do, it's like a brand new experience. They're seeing for the first time and feeling for the first time. And that is the joy of seeing your life through the eyes of a child, right? And we were all children at one point, and we all knew how to play. Children know how to play. It's just wired into them. That's how they learn about the world around them, is through play. As we grow up, we understand more about the world. We take on so much more responsibility. And at times that can feel really heavy, let alone what's going on in the rest of the world, what we see on the news, what is happening externally that is beyond our control. Sometimes things just feel heavy. I propose that when things start to feel this way, to stop and take a moment to play. So let me give you an example. The other day, I was feeling pretty bogged down with the mental load, all the tasks that need to be completed, appointments that need to be made, the never-ending list of chores to do around the house, taking care of everybody's needs, trying to take care of my own needs, this long list of to-dos in my business. The mental load was really weighing me down. And my daughter, she's 2, and she was just wanting me to play with her. So we go outside in our backyard. We have a swing set, and she wants me to push her on the swing. And so I'm pushing her, and she's having a great time. I'm present, but I'm not fully engaged in playing. I'm just pushing her because I know that it makes her happy and she's having a good time. And then she's like, "No, Mama, you swing." And so she wanted me to swing on the swing next to her. So I'm like, okay, I'll swing. And I haven't swung in a swing in quite a while. And so I'm kind of pushing myself back and forth gently. And she's like, "No, Mama, higher." And so I'm going a little bit higher, and I look over, and she's hanging over the swing on her belly because she's little. She can't sit in it and reach the ground. So she's hanging over the swing and she's pushing herself back and forth and she's looking at me and she's just having the best time. She is grinning from ear to ear. She's like, wee! She's just having such a good time. And in that moment, I connected in with her energy and I felt just pure bliss. Like she's not worrying about anything around her or anything at all. She is just purely present in the moment of swinging back and forth. And it is so much fun. And when I allowed myself to feel what she was feeling, I remembered. I remembered how much fun it is to play. I forgot all about my to-do list. I forgot all about the never-ending chores and all of these things that were heavy on my shoulders, that were filling up my mental space. I forgot about all of it. And I allowed myself to feel. And I felt the sun on my face, and I felt the wind in my hair as I swung back and forth, and I felt my daughter's joy, and I allowed myself to see that moment through the eyes of a 2-year-old. It was just so healing, because all we really have is the present moment. The future has not yet happened. The past is no longer happening. When we allow ourselves to fully be present, that is where it's possible to feel a divine heaven on earth experience. As adults, I think sometimes we forget how to feel pure joy and how to truly feel happiness and how to see the wonder of the world around us. And this is something that children do without even thinking about it. They just are. And yeah, as adults, it might take a little bit of work to get into that state, but it can be very easy. And it can happen in an instant if we allow it. And it can be as simple as noticing the world around you. I find the easiest way to do this is to get into nature, go outside, notice the leaves blowing in the trees, notice the warmth of the sunshine on your face, notice the sounds of the birds in the air, maybe you hear water, whatever it is, just notice your surroundings and then see the simple beauty in that. It's a really quick way to bring you into this present moment and into this place of wonder and admiration for your surroundings. And then think about what it was like as a child. So here we're going to pause and take a moment to check in with our inner child. Close your eyes. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, exhale through your mouth and just let everything go. Do a couple more breaths like this and just release the mental load. Release the weight off of your shoulders. Release any tension that you're holding in your body. And then call into your awareness a time that you remember playing as a child. A time where you were so happy and you just remember how amazing and how fun the experience was. Maybe you remember playing with your siblings, playing outside, making mud pies. Any happy memory that you can recall of play Maybe you were dancing. Maybe you were skipping or frolicking. Anything at all, playing with toys. It really can be any happy moment where you remember playing. What were you wearing? Were there any smells? Do you recall any textures, any sensations, any sounds? Perhaps you remember music playing or sounds of the ocean. Just calling into your awareness that full sensory experience. And with your hand on your heart, feeling a moment of gratitude to be able to recall this experience into your being, to remember how lighthearted it feels to play. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. And when you are ready, open your eyes. As an adult, what are all of the ways in which you can play? What are some things that you find to be truly enjoyable? Perhaps you enjoy cooking a meal. Perhaps you enjoy decorating your home. Perhaps you love being in nature and you love going for a hike and noticing all of the bugs on the trail or seeing how many different birds you can spot. Perhaps you love to dance. It could be when nobody is watching. In what ways can you truly play? Play doesn't always have to be with toys, right? We don't have to play like children, although playing like a little kid can be so much fun. When was the last time you built a sandcastle on the beach? Or when was the last time you painted a picture just for the fun of it? Doesn't have to be a great work of art. It's just about the experience of feeling the paintbrush moving across the piece of paper and seeing how the colors look when you mix them all together. Play can be spending time with a friend and talking about something that just makes you laugh. When is the last time you laughed so hard that you cried, right? Laughing so hard it makes your belly hurt or your face hurt from smiling. Get creative. What feels playful and lighthearted for you? Maybe you love practicing yoga, but in a playful way, not in a way that's like getting a great workout, but it's like, can I stick my leg over my head? You know, like a little kid. Can I do this? Can I stand on my tippy toes without falling down? It's all about how you approach your everyday life. So we can play like a little kid in all of the fun ways. We can play like an adult doing activities that really bring you a lot of joy. But then we can also bring a playful attitude towards our everyday life. For example, doing laundry. Is that fun? But if you turn on your favorite music while you're folding piles and piles of laundry and just jam out singing at the top of your lungs, maybe you're dancing while you're folding, that makes it fun. So just bringing a playful attitude to your everyday life. How can we bring joy into the mundane? And what would happen if you did? I invite you to think about this for a minute. Ask yourself, what would happen if I allowed myself to play? How would I feel? How would it change my attitude towards life? If I allowed myself to see the world through the eyes of a child, how would that shift things for me? Thank you for joining me today as we talk about the power of play. If any of this resonated with you, you should consider joining my upcoming workshop, Nurturing Your Inner Child Through Play. It's happening Tuesday, July 29th. It's free. It's going to be fun, light, playful. We're going to have a dance party. We're going to make art. If you don't feel comfortable dancing in front of other people and you don't feel comfortable showing your art to anyone, that is totally fine. This is just for you and your inner child. But ultimately, what we're going to do is we're going to come together and play and remember what it's like to feel completely free. We're going to remember what it's like to see the world through the eyes of a child. We're going to feel what it's like to feel free in your body and just to enjoy the moment. It's at 12:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and the link for this event will be in the show notes. I hope to see you there. If you want to stay up to date for all of my events and announcements, you can join my newsletter. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about today, or you want to share how you are playing, connect with me on Instagram. You can also join my free private community, Open Heart Collective, and all the links will be in the show notes. As you go through your day today, may you see the world with wonder, as though you are seeing it through the eyes of a child and for the very first time. May you experience joy in your heart and lightness in your soul. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. And if this episode made you feel something, please share it in a review. If you'd like to connect, follow me on Threads and Instagram. The links will be included in the show notes. Until next time, sending so much love.